Welcome to another video. In this video, I'll be touching on the 4 variables that can lead your skincare brand to exponential growth. So the first variable is lifetime value. It refers to the total amount spent by a customer over the duration of a relationship. So let's say the customer spends £1,000 with you in a year, and let's say the average customer, lasts 3 years. Right? Your relationship lasts 3 years. It means the total or lifetime value of a customer is around $3,000. Okay. Now, average order value refers to the average amount spent by a customer when they make an order. So let's say your products range between $20 and $50. Your average order value could be around $35. Okay. Now, customers refers to the number of customers you have. So everyone knows this. The more customers you have, the more likely you are to make more money because there's more people available to buy your products. Now, cost per acquisition refers to the expense in acquiring new customers. So that's pretty simple. That's something you want to lower. So let's start with lifetime value, but it all starts here. Building your authority. You want to make it unreasonable for someone who's interested in skincare or who needs your product not to buy from you. You want to make sure that your brand is different from other skincare brands, because there's so many skincare brands out there. We all know that a lot of skincare brands share similar skincare products. So you want to present yourself as someone who has a unique product or a product that is regularly found in the skincare space, but is added with a different flair, right? Or is targeted to a different demographic of people or a specific demographic of people. Once you've built your authority and they've bought your product, right, they should see your brand as a golden solution because they bought your product. So they're bought into your brand and the fact that you can solve their skincare needs. At this point, you have to have a good product. It's all well and good them buying it, but if you don't have a good product, the chances they'll stay longer and spend more with you over the duration of the relationship is unlikely, right? So you want to make sure you have a good product, and that it's not just good, but they're having a good experience using your product, right? So once you've had that, someone's bought from you, they use your product, they like it, the next best thing to do is try and retain their attention, because it's all well and good, they've used your product, they like it, but it doesn't stop them from finding another brand and becoming loyal to them. So they need to continue to see your brand without actively looking for you. And ways you can do this is by running retargeting ads, right? Regularly posting on social media, whether that's content, or stories, and email campaigns, okay? And once you've actually gained and retained their attention, what you want to do at this point is reward them for being loyal to you. So have some incentives for their loyalty, right? So whether that's discounts, early access to new products, referral codes, so on. You want to make sure that they feel appreciated for staying with you. As a customer, that'll be a great experience. I know I'll be valued because of these loyalty incentives, and you want to have those incentives for them. Okay. And at this point, when you've retained them, they buy your products regularly, your products are still good, right? They should be continuously improving. And the best way to continuously improve your product is by hearing from your customers, right? So you need to listen to their needs and desires and find out, what they like, what they don't like, what they think would be better for their skin. Or maybe you don't have a big skincare collection and they'd like something else added to, the product page, right? So this is when you run surveys and polls just to see, hey, what do my customers really want? Because at the end of the day, what matters is what the market wants. So if your customers want something else and you're not really providing it, even though you're retaining their attention, you have a good product, they might look somewhere else for that thing they think is missing. So this is a great way, by doing all these things, is a great way to increase the lifetime value of a customer because they'll spend more and they'll last longer as a customer. Okay. Now, going on to average order value. So again, you need to build your brand authority. You need to make it unreasonable for them not to buy. And once you've done that, you have to ensure that your product is a market fit. So someone's bought from you. They've received, you receive positive reception, from people using that product. It's all well and good that, again, people buy your product, but if they don't think it's anything special, sure, it moisturizes their skin, but it doesn't have that added benefit or, that speciality that they thought they were going to get, then, again, they can look for other brands, or they just won't be willing to pay the price for your product. Now, if you make your product do more than, even promised, over deliver, you begin to have a golden product. A product that is rare in the market and is not easy to make or replicate. Okay, and this is the important part. This is when you can actually increase the price of your product because of how good it is at delivering results and over delivering on results. So with average order value, you don't really need to go in like a linear path. You can have that golden product, increase the price, or you can upsell. You can still have the current products you do now at the same quality, but when someone goes to buy one product, you refer them another product as well at a slightly discounted price. So then the average amount spent is higher by that person. Okay, so this can be done through bundles, essentially putting products together, or even subscription boxes. Okay, now another way of doing this is to incentivize spend. So this means offer discounts with a minimum spend. So let's say you're running a sale on your website, but you want your customers to spend at least $40 prior to that code taking effect. This way you can actually have people spend more than you usually would, because they know that they can get a discount by spending more. So it's a psychological tool that can get someone to spend more, and there's an incentive behind it. Now, market price match. Right, so if the market, you have an oil, and oils seem to be pretty trendy, and all your competitors are increasing your price, it's only natural to price your oil slightly higher. Or, let's say, there is no oils and you're the only, hypothetically, brand with a certain type of oil, right? Then increase the price of that oil, because if you guys know about economics, that when there's a greater demand and less supply, a product is usually more expensive. So these are different ways you can actually increase the average order value that you are getting currently. Now, moving on to number of customers. Again, it links back to brand authority, right? You need to have an authority. You need people to understand what you're doing and why you're different. So to get more customers, you have to gain attention. So this means posting regularly, following trends, running ads. Then you need to provide value once you start bringing people in. So you need to educate them on your products, why it's different, why it's good, right? And then once they get your product, you need to fulfill on, what you claim to do, and fulfill their needs as well. So anyone who buys a product needs to feel, I have my skincare needs matched. This product did X, Y, and Z for me. I like it. I'll get it again. Now, again, this kind of links into lifetime value a bit. So you want to stay on top of mind. So again, loyalty incentives through targeting ads as well. You want to keep on top of mind through ads, coupons, and loyalty incentives, right? So there's many ways of trying to keep them and own their attention. Now, build greater social proof is a great one. So have creators, influencers, and customers who've used your product make content as well, because then people know, I can see people who have used this product for longer than me, or maybe I haven't used the product at all, but I can see trusted people who are valued in the online space are using this product. Why shouldn't I use it? Or maybe I should continue to use it because I'm using a product that so many other people like and enjoy, right? So you're owning their attention. And once you've got that, you have pretty good customer retention, and you're also increasing the number of customers by doing this, because every time you gain, you're still keeping more than you used to, right? And you're gaining more. So overall, it's going to compound and you're going to have an increased amount of customers. Now, lastly, cost per acquisition. So when it comes to cost per acquisition, you need to have quality adverts. So this means good ad copy, right? This means the text in the ad. So that your ad needs to resonate with the audience it's being presented in front of, right? You want to ensure you have high quality creatives. So this means videos and images that someone can look at and think, okay, this is pretty high quality. It's not choppy. It's just pleasant to the eye, right? So it's well received. Now, you need to also have effective targeting. So you have to know your demographics. You need to know the age range, the interests, the behaviors of people who buy from you. Because if you don't know roughly who buys from you, you can't effectively target your ads unless you're willing to spend lots of ad spend on a broad campaign. And then lastly, you need a solid offer. What makes you different? In the ad, you need to present why you're different to the hundreds and thousands of skincare brands who are also advertising themselves. Okay? Then at this point, you want to have a congruent landing page. So what I mean by that is, whether you have a website, whether you have a landing page, right? Or whether it's an email list, whatever it is, you need the final or the end of the funnel to be as congruent or in line with the top of the funnel, which is the ads. So if you're taking someone from an ad all the way to your website to make a purchase, your website needs to look just as good, right? Have the same kind of messaging as the ad. Otherwise, people get missed messages, right? It will just seem unauthentic, really, because your ads look so good, and then when they come to your website, it's pretty shabby, right? So you want to make sure you have a good website that's easily navigatable. So it's all well and good having a good website, but if someone can't find the purchase button, then you're not going to get a sale, and it makes it harder to get a new customer. So by doing all of this, you'll be able to lower the CPA, the cost per acquisition, and get customers, new customers, for cheaper. So these are the 4 variables that if you deal with accurately and adequately, so increasing customers, decreasing CPA, right, increasing average order value, and increasing lifetime value, it makes it unreasonable for you not to have exponential growth in 2024. Now, I hope you found this video pretty useful and just, going through how you can, tackle each one of these variables. Now, if you did, please give this video a like. And if you'd like to ask me any questions or you have any queries about this process, go ahead and give me a message on Instagram, and I'll be sure to reach back to you. So have a great day, and this is the end of the video.